Good morning. It's Friday, April the 23rd, end of the week. We got a weekend coming up upon us real quickly. Of course, glad to have you with us today. We got your HCC news and information for the next half hour or so. All right, let's get to it. Brittany Pacheco is at her home studio. Good morning, Brittany. Good to see you on a Friday. That's a little bit different.
Yeah, it is a little different. Good morning, Todd. And thanks for having me, come fill in for Frank. I'm not looking forward to this weekend particularly. I do get my second COVID shot tomorrow, but considering a lot of people say that the second dose, kind of knocks them on their butt, not looking forward to that.
I took a lot of Advil and it didn't really kick in till the day after. So maybe Sunday a little sketchy. And I just felt very, very tired. I don't know if you're getting the Pfizer or the Moderna. I hear Moderna, women especially, can have more of a worse reaction. But the Pfizer, just everybody I've talked to just kind of feels a little down and out the next day.
Yeah, I'm actually getting the Pfizer. So we'll see how that goes. But if I don't make it back Monday, you know why.
You could be sleeping through Monday. It wouldn't be unheard of. So we'll keep an eye out for it.
Listen, I welcome that wholeheartedly. But before we get into today's show, I do want to remind everyone to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit that notification bell so you can be the first to find out the latest from us. And please, we really need our audience help to spread word about this podcast. Hit that share button at the bottom of this post. That way it pops up on your personal news feed so that we can just share this great information to those who are not following us currently. So, Todd, let's get into today's show.
All right, we're going to get into it. Today's show, of course, got some special guests on it. Katy Lea Todd is the Worldfest Houston Vice President. She's joining us this morning live, and she's our Film Friday guest. Good morning to you, Katy Lea. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing great, Todd. Thanks for having me on the show.
Absolutely. We're looking forward to talking to you and seeing what's going on with you guys soon. We'll ask you to stand by right now. But he's back. You haven't seen him in a few, it's been a few weeks since we had Dr. Jimmy Adams on. He is the College Operations Officer for the Northeast College. He's also our resident poet. He usually is on here all the time. Dr. Adams, it's good to see you again. We can get you to unmute your microphone. I think you're still, there we go.
Hey, I'm good to be back, everybody. Good to see everybody.
It's good to see you. You're going to be here sharing a little bit about a poem about Prince. Of course, this past week, a lot of people noting his passing. It's hard to believe. It's been 5 years now?
Yes, 5 years. I think that was 2016. Yeah.
Incredible. Still very hard to believe that he's gone. He made such an impact on all of our lives, really, with his music, and he's such an incredible artist. But tell us a little bit about what you're going to be reading for us today.
Okay. This piece is titled Living in the Future Today. And I'll just do my little lead in. That'll give you some background into the poem. And also, in light of the George Floyd verdict, police brutality, weather and all of these global warming and all of these different things, this kind of ties into this poem called Sign of the Times. I'm sure some of you have heard that song.
Sure.
So I'll just do my lead in and then we'll go ahead with the poem. April the 21st, 2016, the world was filled with purple rain. We lost Prince Roger Nelson that day, a day we heard doves cry. I was invited to participate in the Purple Legend poetry show hosted by Savannah Blue Arts and Outreach and the Houston Public Library, an event created to celebrate the life and legacy of Prince. We were asked to pick a song by Prince that inspired us to creatively. I will pick the song Sign of the Times. The song spoke to me about the realities of life today and the future we will live in. So this is my reflection of the reality of Sign of the Times. It's titled living in the future today. So Nathan, go ahead and cue the music. HIV, AIDS running free. My brother Ronnie died of this disease in 1993. Cocaine, ecstasy, LSD, PCP, people wasting away, living in the future today. Violent winds fall from the sky, innocent people die, earthquakes, wildfires, hurricanes, clouds filled with acid rain, destitution, air pollution, weather kills, global warming is real, a world melting away, living in the future today. Crime on the rise, our demise, crowded jails, life in prison, a living hell, potential locked away, living in the future today. Gun violence, silence, another brother dead, people running scared, police brutality, a reality, a country up in arms, no police reform, demonstrations, retaliations, assassinations. Can we mend relations? What a price to pay, living in the future today. Human trafficking, sex abuse, drug use, domestic violence, hunger, poverty, our ecology. Children left alone, single parent homes, immigration, deportation. We can't live this way, living in the future today. Crowded schools, no rules, dropout rates at an all-time high, education soon to die. Tell me why, oh why can't we learn this way, living in the future today? Afghanistan, Iraq, Iran, Vietnam, Operation Desert Storm, nuclear weapons in the air, terrorism everywhere, ISIS, crisis, peace array, living in the future today. Epidemic, pandemic, COVID-19, people quarantined, disease spreading. Where are we heading? Mankind at risk. If this virus spread, will we cease to exist? Apocalypse, genocide. Are we living in a world destined to die? Tell me why, oh why? It's a sign of the times. Hear what I say. We're living in the future today.
Dr. Jimmy Adams, thank you very much. Incredible piece, tribute to Prince. But I know you wrote a lot of that poem back in 2016, but you've updated it a bit as well. And a lot of the sentiment, even if it was written 5 years ago, still very meaningful for today as well. Yeah, when I look back, at the verdict for George Floyd and, police brutality, and it continues even during the verdict. Dante Wright, another young black man, killed, and so to keep these things in front of us and at the forefront of what we do every day is why I do a lot of the poems that I write. COVID-19, big effect on everybody. Global warming continues to happen. It started, back in the 70s, 60s, 70s, and now it's really more relevant today. So I think Prince, in his song, back in the 70s and when he wrote this, or 80s, the words still, drive home. And so through my poetry, I just try to bring, to keep these things in the forefront. Yeah. So we're thinking about it and, giving some thought to it. Dr. Adams, I know your day job, you are the Chief Operations Officer at the Northeast College. Real briefly, what's going on out there? You guys ready to get students back this summer?
Yeah, we're ready to get students back and faculty and staff back on campus. So coming up 5/24, we'll be doing a kind of a gradual bring back of our staff and faculty on campus. And bringing students back, 60%, 30% in summer, hopefully 60% or more in the fall. And so we're all colleges and we're prepping to do that. So we're looking forward to getting enrollment back to where it used to be.
Sure. Yeah, we all are looking forward to that. Dr. Adams, we appreciate you being here on the show this morning. Thanks for returning. We hope to see you again sooner, and have a good weekend.
All right, you guys, y'all take care.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
All right, we're moving on to Katy Lea Todd. She is with Worldfest Houston, the Vice President, and she's here as our Film Friday guest. Thanks for joining us once again, Katy Lea. Why don't you tell us a bit about the background of the Worldfest?
Absolutely. Well, thanks again for having us on. And, this is right in Festival Central. This is day 2 of Worldfest Houston. So we have a lot of exciting things happening. But I'd love to tell you a little bit about our history.
Yeah.
And this is actually our 54th year for Worldfest Houston. It started back in '68 as a film appreciation festival, and that happened in Atlanta under Hunter Todd, our director, and he had been in the Army making these fabulous NASA rocket movies during the Vietnam era. And he would take those films and put them into international festivals. At the time, they were all in Europe. And he would win awards. And he thought, oh my gosh, this is just so much fun. The wine, the women, the song. And so he started his own. He moved from Atlanta to the Virgin Islands and then came to Houston in the 80s, where it's been ever since. And it's kind of the best kept secret because we've given first awards to Steven Spielberg, George Lucas, Ang Lee, the Coen brothers. They all won first awards at Worldfest. So we're a discovery fest, we're fiercely independent, and we have some amazing films from all over the globe that we just had to share with you this year.
And tell us how COVID has affected your operations. I imagine you're doing a lot of stuff online or have been. How is that working?
Well, we are actually the first film festival to go full in person. Now we're doing that with the help of Cinemark, our partners, to do 50%. But we do have everything in person and able to, I think that's where the magic happens, right? We have over 70 filmmakers from across the globe coming in for their screenings. So you're able to do the Q&A,
right,
to meet them, to see what their visions are, and to hear stories from around the world. So COVID, it's put a lot of question marks in what's happening. But I think it's going well so far. We had our opening night last night. It was well attended, masked up, and we had a great time. It was good to feel that connection and everyone looks so beautiful after not seeing them for so long. So I'm glad we're able to have an event. It's a different kind of event this year, not as many parties, but we're still showing amazing indie films, and that's what it's all about.
And I imagine those film directors are excited to get back and see people in person after doing everything virtual for really over the last year. Let's talk about some of the Director-in-Residence things you have going on. Maybe you could tell us about that.
Yeah, so our Director-in-Residence, Shawn Welling, he had his film premiere for NARCO SUB, theatrical film premiere last night with us at the Cinemark Memorial City. We had that film along with our other opening night for Panorama Asia, a focus on Asian cinema. That was Beautiful Lure from Japan. So Shawn Welling's film, NARCO SUB, is filled with action. It's visually quite gorgeous. And he's also delighting us on Sunday with a selection of short films. So if you miss NARCO SUB, you can come on Sunday around 7, and all details are on our website at worldfest.org. But he is a gifted, wonderful director, and he has a background in dance and choreography, and you can really see that on the screen. So it's fun to watch his movies. They're a visual delight.
Now, the NARCO SUB, that is about the seedy underbelly of the drug trade. Is it really involving a submarine? Because I remember those made the news a few years ago.
Yes, it does involve a submarine. Yes, it's the tale of one man trying to smuggle drugs across, the border in order to save his family. So it's an interesting story and well told and timely as well.
Tell us about Cerebrum. What is that all about?
So Cerebrum has a special place in my heart. It's by director R.V. Raghu, who has been with the film festival since 2017, winning his first award for a short film. Now, I want to make sure I get it right. One Small Step. And after winning an award with us in 2017, he was called up by a producer, and that's how Cerebrum came into production. He had been working on this feature film script, and through involvement with our festival, winning an award, this is the success story that we love to hear. And it's a really fascinating sci-fi thriller that is, it's been picked up for distribution in India and the UK, but we are having a premiere for it. And I believe that's this Sunday evening at 9:50 p.m. It's a really cool film, a lot of fun. And he's come up through the ranks of Worldfest. So we're always thrilled to see our hometown heroes hitting home runs.
Speaking of hometown heroes, Blue is an alt-rock band. There's a documentary about them that's apparently in your festival?
Yes. Get Back Up by director Nori Niven is the story of, I think it's, let's see, I want to make sure, is it Justin Furstenberg's Rise and Fall of really documentary. And my dentist assistant growing up was the mother of Justin.
And you also have a partnership with the Italian Cultural and Community Center, and that's worked its way into the Worldfest events.
Yeah, so we're an international film festival, and we love to do partnerships with the Consular Corps and then local community partnerships, for instance, with the Italian Cultural and Community Center. We love our Italian films, and we always have an amazing selection. This year, only one. Italy has been on ultra lockdown recently, so our friends couldn't come over from Italy, but we are screening Le Cineaste, A Director's Journey, and that's an Italian director, Manlio, who has been with us before. This is his third time with a film at Worldfest, and the film chronicles a director's journey, just as it says. So I thought that would be a fun film for any of our filmmaker fans to check out.
And you mentioned short films. In fact, one of your directors that you highlighted earlier had made a short film, but you have a shorts program.
Yes. So I'm actually the short film program director and curator. So that's where my heart lies, is the short films. And we have a little friendly office competition. Our shorts are better than their features. And what I love about the shorts is that it's an entry point for a lot of filmmakers. They make the short film. It's kind of a calling card. And through winning an award with us, they're able to go to the next level and get that feature film made, their pièce de résistance, their opus. So I love them. And I have two shorts. So check those out. Those are Saturday and Sunday. We're playing shorts in the early afternoon. And it's always a really good time. Lots of directors in attendance too.
HCC has a film program, and we do have a number of film students who may be watching this show. And you guys are you not doing a master's class this year? What is it? Because I know you have programs for film students, so maybe you can tell us about that.
Sure. So this year is, as everyone knows, a crazy intense year. We're grateful to be doing the screenings. Normally, we have a masterclass seminar program that is top-notch. We bring in film industry professionals from all over the globe to present on topics such as documentaries on a dime, drone footage, how to work with drones, how to write that screenplay. And those are all available and open to the public most years. And we do partnerships with our local colleges and schools in the area to allow the students to come for free, because we think that information is so important. And you get to see so many wonderful connections happening during the masterclass program. So be on the lookout for 2022 Worldfest 55 Masterclass.
So if people are interested in getting tickets for this weekend's events, maybe you can tell us where they can go, your website, and how they'd purchase tickets.
Yeah, so you can head on over to worldfest.org. We are a nonprofit with our cultural arts to showcase the best in independent cinema. You can also purchase tickets directly online through Cinemark. Search Memorial City Worldfest and you'll see the full lineup of films.
Katy Lea Todd, Worldfest Houston Vice President, thanks for being here this morning and highlighting everything that's going on. Congratulations on getting back in the theaters.
Thank you so much, and we hope to see you at the movies.
All right, take care.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to move on to Brittany with our news and announcements. Brittany, we've got a few things we want to go over with the news and announcements. First off is building a sense of belonging for our HCC community.
Yes, another gathering of HCC faculty, staff, and community partners will take place to provide action-oriented ideas for a more connected and inclusive environment. Now that's going on today, the 23rd, as well as next Friday. I'm just making sure this is correct. The 30th from 9 a.m. until noon. So once again, building a sense of belonging happening today, April 23rd and April 30th from 9 a.m. to noon. And be sure to check your emails for updates and how to register.
All right, this next thing is pretty darn cool. We've talked about it with one of our guests, but actually over the past month or so, 1 Minute Theater on YouTube. All right, here's how it goes. HCC's drama program, they're premiering its spring practicum. These are actually 1 minute stories the students do on YouTube. The whole story, 1 minute. You got short attention span? This is for you. It's going to be happening, it's the International Theater Production GI60, and it's a fully online performance featuring selected plays from around the world. It's going to be pretty cool. It is free tonight on YouTube, 7:30 p.m., April the 23rd, of course. So if you want to get more information on this, we'll have a link in the social media post for the show. Creative writing. We had someone on from Creative Writing, I think, on the show this past week, Brittany.
Yeah, so HCC's Creative Writing Club is presenting a reading by multidisciplinary Houston artist and author Miranda Ramirez. She has been published in Ripples in Space, Glass Mountain, Shards, The Bayou Review, Coffin Bell, and coming up this spring, Cowboy Jamboree. So this presentation is going on tonight at 7 p.m. So, you got a lot going on tonight, y'all. So registration is required. So we'll have that link in the post after this show.
All right, move ahead with adult ed. You know what that's about? Has COVID left you without a job? Are you struggling to find work because you lack a high school diploma or industry training? You know somebody who needs this? Well, HCC's adult education program can help you get the skills you need to go get a new job. For more information and to register, visit the link in the social media post for the show. All right, student work study program. We learned about that earlier in the week. And one thing to keep in mind is there are funds available for students. They can work as part of their scholarship, to pay off part of their scholarship to attend HCC.
Yeah, so make sure that you're starting your 2021 off the right way, whether that's coming in the summer or in the fall. Either way, you can participate in the HCC work study program. Now, there are plenty of open positions available. And as Todd mentioned, funding is available for students who qualify. It's a great opportunity to, kind of get your foot in the door, but also know that, hey, your tuition's also being taken care of. So it's a great opportunity to, embark on. We'll be sure to include that link on how to register, or rather apply for the HCC work study in the post after this show.
And if you are attending HCC this summer or in the fall, guess what? Our return to class is back. Face-to-face classes, face-to-face instruction. We're going to have it starting this summer, and you can sign up for classes for both the summer and the fall. Registration's underway now for both of them. That's right. The fall, you can register right this moment. We have 5 different ways of delivering the courses to you. There are some completely online options. There's some hybrid options, which is a mixture of both. And then there are the face-to-face in-person classes. Those classes will be very small. To get the time, the professor, the campus location you want, make sure you sign up early. And the good thing about this, Brittany, is if you sign up early, those payment plans, they still last through August. So you have a good amount of time to start paying off your college if you need to pay them through payment plans.
Hey, do what you got to do, y'all. I mean, I know it's difficult juggling, working, be it from home or actually, on location, having a family, having all these responsibilities, and then trying to, make sure that you're completing your certification or degree. So yes, registering early is key. That way you can get all these, final steps in place. We talked about the work study, and we've talked about, different payment plan options. So be sure, you just take the opportunity to do your research. Be sure to utilize our free resources available to you, such as the virtual lobby. We've talked about that a lot. So if you have questions about admissions and payment plans and things like that, head over to the virtual lobby, and that link is hccs.edu/virtual lobby. And be sure to secure those classes, for summer and for fall, because they are both open. Go to hccs.edu/now to secure your seats.
All right. So next week on the show, of course, you'll return on Wednesday and Thursday of next week, right?
Yes. Wednesday is a very special day, Todd.
Oh, it's your birthday. All right. We get Brittany on her birthday. So we got to do something for Brittany on her birthday. So folks, she is still accepting cards and letters and of course gifts. So keep that in mind.
All year long.
All month. Well, I was going to say all month, but now she's stretched it out throughout the year. Okay.
I mean, yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we've got some special guests coming in next week, starting off on Monday. An old compadre of mine, a guy I used to hang out with just about every day at work, Ruben Dominguez, Fox 26. He, of course, will be here talking about, he's a TSU graduate, Brittany, and he was in broadcasting. So he's got some tips for our students who want to get into maybe broadcasting, do what he does. Well, his jobs are kind of going away, but we'll get his take on that when he's here on Monday. So that should be a lot of fun. And it's also Music Monday as well.
Yeah, Music Monday. So we'll be joined by a local music critic to discuss Houston's music scene before, during, and hopefully after COVID. So that's going to be exciting.
Yeah, all that and more. That's just the start of the week. We're here every day, of course, Mondays through Fridays when HCC is in session. And we have up to the minute just about, well, almost every day, not Saturdays and Sundays. If we had a weekend show, Brittany would be doing it. So we don't have a weekend show.
No.
Okay.
No.
That's why, if you ever wondered why is Up to the Minute not on Saturday and Sunday mornings, because Brittany won't do it.
Yeah, because Brittany's sometimes on call to do some other things. Yeah.
So Brittany won't do it. So anyway, all right, Brittany, we'll see you on your birthday, Wednesday.
Yay! Woo!
Everyone else, we'll see you live here Monday morning, 10 a.m. for Up to the Minute.